are live in the present tense with Sam Stewart on 91.7 FM, WNJR Washington, and online at WNJR.org. Folks, we have a great show lined up for you tonight. Last time on the show, we had on Haley Wahoviak and Lily Gearing from the field hockey team. Haley just took home another Offensive Player of the Week award, and we've got a great show lined up for you tonight as well. We return to the volleyball court on tonight's show. My first guest on the show tonight is a freshman from West Mcfarland, Pennsylvania. This freshman is leading the team in digs with 234 on the season. She also has 25 assists and 15 aces on the year. Everyone, welcome onto the show tonight, Piper Mcfarland. Piper, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing awesome. How are you doing?
I'm excited to have you here. I'm really looking forward to this episode. And my second guest on the show tonight is a freshman from South Park, Pennsylvania. This freshman is leading the team with kills with 177 in her first 13 collegiate games. She is a former President of the Week and a two-time PAC Rookie of the Week. Everyone, welcome on the show tonight, Faith Fetsko. Faith, how you doing tonight?
Couldn't be better. How are you?
Well, I'm excited to have you here. I'm really excited for this episode tonight. So like I said, welcome to the show. And the first question I want to ask you on tonight's show is, with the 8-5 record, you guys have already more than doubled your win total from last season. It's been a really exciting season at this point. So I want to ask you, and I'll start with you, Piper, what do you think the squad has done well up to this point in the season?
I feel like as a freshman, coming onto the team, it was really nerve-wracking, especially since this is our freshman year of college, so we were all really worried about fitting in. But the team was so welcoming, right off the bat, and I feel like our what is that called?
Team chemistry?
Team chemistry is so good. Everyone gets along. We all know each other's steps and everything where we're supposed to be. I feel like our defense and our hitting, Faith is killing it with the kills and everything.
Killing it, and you're
killing it.
And guess what? I can dig it.
Yeah.
I was waiting tonight. I was waiting for it tonight to happen. I only planned it out in class, but we got it taken care of. Good.
Yeah.
Awesome.
But I feel like just our team chemistry has really made it a lot better. I mean, I don't know what happened last year because I wasn't there, but I feel like our team chemistry is awesome.
That's awesome. And thanks for the punny joke as well.
Oh my god.
He's slapping.
That's a good one.
In fact, what do you feel like the squad has done so well so far this season?
I fully agree with the whole team chemistry thing. I've played volleyball since I was in 7th grade, so I've played for a lot of different teams just through club and everything. And team chemistry is definitely something that makes or breaks your team. And playing with, us being freshmen, 18 years old, and playing with, 21-year-olds, yeah, Piper's 17.
I'm still 17, fun fact.
So playing with 21-year-olds, that's a really big age gap, but everyone has really just been, so encouraging, so positive and uplifting, and it's really nice to just ease your worries, going in your freshman year, and, even if we mess up, it's hey, you got the next ball. It's not, people getting mad at each other, which is so important to a, team atmosphere.
We love positivity.
Yes.
Who doesn't? That's awesome.
Yes, that's for sure.
That's awesome. Hey, I'm a big fan of positivity myself. Thank you for those answers. So you guys have a game tomorrow against Allegheny. You're looking to bounce back from a loss versus Chatham on Saturday. Tomorrow's game is at home, 7 p.m. against Allegheny.
Come out, come watch.
Hey,
guys.
come support Prez Pride. Let's ride.
Dr.
Juvon. Yeah. But what do you guys feel like the squad can improve on tomorrow and look to improve on for the rest of the season? And Piper, I'll start with you.
I think that we could definitely improve on our serves, and we have been working hard on everything in practice, but specifically serves. And as long as we honestly work together tomorrow, get our serves in, be in our defensive positions, and just communication is key also. I feel like if we do that, then we'll definitely execute tomorrow.
Wow, that's a great answer. Thank you for that. And Faith, do you have anything to add?
I feel like whenever we played Chatham on Saturday, we were just very inconsistent, and that wasn't us at all, the games that we've been playing. And so the team that we were on Saturday was the team that we haven't been, but the last two practices, especially today, we had a really great practice today, And so I think that's very encouraging going into playing a strong team tomorrow. So we're definitely ready to bounce back.
Okay, that's awesome. Thank you so much for those answers. And, one thing we do in the present tense is we got to get to know our guests a little bit. So the first question I'm going to hit y'all with tonight is a question that I love asking. And Faith, I'll start with you on this one. When did you fall in love with the game of volleyball?
Honestly, 7th grade. I've always been very involved, and I've played volleyball, softball, I danced, I played basketball in middle school, and whenever I started playing volleyball, it was just something that I was like, okay, I know this is something that I want to stick with, and that's whenever I started playing club, and come high school is whenever, I really considered it. I was knew I wanted to play in college, knew I wanted to play club and get serious with it, and that was really the only sport I played, along with softball, but,
Will you be continuing your softball career here, or are you just
I'm
playing
not.
Okay.
I am not.
What position did you play in softball?
I was a catcher, and I
Okay.
played third base.
Okay.
Period.
That's Brian's position. Shout out to Brian Vogel.
Yeah,
Hooking us
shout
up with
out
the guest.
Bestie Brian Vogel.
Hey.
I heart you.
Shout out Brian.
I don't even know who Brian is.
My
Well,
bestie.
you need to meet him then.
Brian's a great guy.
And Piper, what about you? When did you fall in love with the game of volleyball?
I'm kind of on the same boat with Faith. I think I started in 7th grade. I'm from a really small school in West Mifflin, and I don't know, our team, we didn't even have a volleyball team until we merged with another school, started playing volleyball, and then I got into it. Everyone around me realized I was pretty good at it, so I stuck with it. And I also played a bunch of sports. I was a gymnast at that time, basketball, softball. I ran track for a little bit.
Okay.
But,
Dope.
but my dad was big on basketball, and I love basketball. Still one of my favorite sports. And it was kind of just towards the end of my high school career where I decided I might as well just stick with volleyball, because I played club volleyball. I didn't play travel basketball, what is that called?
AAU.
AAU.
Yeah.
I didn't play AAU, but
Okay.
I could have. I just didn't.
Okay.
And I loved being on a team, especially outside of school too, meeting new people, making friends. That was my favorite part. So honestly, volleyball, I decided I actually wasn't going to play volleyball this year, or play volleyball in college, but then I came to Dubjay and toured it, and I just fell in love, and then I met the team, I met the coaches, and I was like, this is it, I'm totally doing
Okay.
it.
Thankful for her to be here.
That's all. Yeah. Yeah.
thanks,
Hey, I
guys.
can dig it.
Hey.
And Faith, Piper kind of just told us the story of how she chose W&J. Why'd you choose W&J?
So it's actually really funny, and I'm just gonna say it.
Do it.
I toured W&J last summer before senior year, and I left and I told my mom and my dad, and I was like, it's too small, I don't really like it. And the other thing was, I saw it whenever people weren't here, because it was still kind of COVID. And then I came for Discovery Day, and I met with Jaden and Maddie Cherry, and got to see the dorms. I got to see people here, and it was really just so nice. Everyone is so personable. You would walk past and everyone is like, hey, how are you? And I think being at a small school and being so social, that's something that was really important to me, because going to a big school, you're not going to get any personable education, and just meet the friendships and have those interactions with people. And it's honestly just such a beautiful campus. It's there's so much to do around here. And there was nothing that I picked out that I was like, wow, I didn't. There was nothing on Discovery Day, I guess, that I was like, wow, I don't like it. And I really did. I just fell in love with the campus. And here we are.
That's awesome.
And I'm happy where I'm at.
Look at you
We're
now.
on live.
Yeah, hey, you're on
made
W&J.
it.
Living in the present
We made
tense.
it.
That's what's up.
What's that song? Hey, look, my
Yeah.
We're definitely going to get to some music later in the show, so hang on, because you might catch me singing later in the show. I have the past three, so...
We're singers, let me tell you.
Okay, good, then we might have to sing a song. But my next question for you guys is, what is one thing that you wish you knew coming into college? You wish someone would have told you this before you came into college?
That is a good question.
Do you want to go or do you want me?
Yeah, whoever can take it.
Okay, so I knew it was going to be a big change. Not only just physically, but mentally, being with the time management. You don't actually prepare yourself for as much as it's going to be. And I think being as laid back and collective I am, kind of expected to ease myself into it.
Yeah.
And not that it was like a dramatic, like, oh my gosh, like, here's college, like, just figure it out for yourself. There's been a lot of, like, my roommates are awesome. We all get along great. And everyone, again, is so welcoming on campus. And so it's nice to just ease into it. But I do kind of wish that I knew just, like, hey, there's going to be days where you're going to come back and you're going to want to cry. Like, it's going to happen.
Hey, there's nothing,
but at the same
wrong.
time, it's just like, you realize, you're like, hey, it's okay. Like, everyone's going through it. And we were here a week early for orientation.
Yeah.
And so that first week...
I heard orientation was, like, a lot of people's least favorite part of college.
It was kind of awful.
Icebreakers for days. Tell us a fun fact about yourself.
Honestly,
and so, being with that same group of people all day, every day for a week straight was... It was a lot. I'm not gonna lie, but again, you realize you're like, everyone is in the same boat. Everyone's going through it.
Yeah.
No one knows anybody, and it's a change.
Yeah.
And so you're kind of just like, hey, live it day by day.
No, for sure. Yeah. Like I've already said a couple times tonight, you lived in the present tense. When you brought up, the point about, I saw you kind of like moved your face a little bit when you talk about like crying. There's nothing wrong with being emotional, because I always say this, like, sometimes it takes water for it always takes water for flowers to grow. You gotta turn those tears. Let yourself sprout. Let yourself grow.
Oh, I saw that. I saw
That's
that on like Pinterest or something.
That's a cute little thing.
Well, they must have stole it from me.
Yeah. Quote by Stu.
But yeah, she covered
Stu.
most of it.
Just Stu.
I got you. So you'd agree the same thing?
I completely agree. Just don't take high school classes for granted, because I was easing through my way through high school, and I get here and it's just like bang.
Bang.
I'm like, oh, okay, I got to be more prepared for this. Definitely study more. Don't take your free time for granted.
Yeah.
Even when you want to take a nap, resist it.
No, naps are mandatory. No. Naps are mandatory.
Not the bio major. Bio 21 is kind of
bio.
kicking me right now.
Yeah,
So.
same. Yeah.
We'll definitely get into some major minor stuff a little later. Although I can't, and I'll tell you then. Well, I'll go ahead and tell you now. I was like, I can't relate to the bio stuff, but I know, hey, communications philosophy, like, I'll take a nap, clears my mind. I come up with new philosophical ideas in my dreams. You feel me?
Oh, I wish.
Okay.
Nice. I'm also in the same philosophy class.
Yeah. Good. Philosophy. I'm gonna write a book called Stewsosophy. The philosophy of stew.
That's fair.
I'll read it.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. I don't read books either.
Oh, really?
You'll read Stewosophy.
I'm actually, like, on a serious note, what I want to do is, and we're not really talking about what we did for college yet, but I do want to be a writer, though, so I would appreciate it if you did read my book.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, I'm trying to get my book published right now. I was talking to my buddy about it last night. But
what?
Yeah, hey, you guys can read it. I've been rejected by about 15 publishers. I've been honest about the journey on here, but hey, we're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep grinding.
Right.
You know what I mean? We don't stop. So yeah, definitely. Yeah, I love talking about that kind of stuff. I'll definitely shoot it over to you guys.
For sure.
Now, my next question is, and you guys have only been here for a couple of weeks, but one question I always ask people, and we can change the wording a little bit and not say a freshman, but a new player on the team. If a new player on the team came up to you and said, Faith, Piper, what is the biggest piece of advice for playing under Coach Llewellyn? I'm sorry, I just completely butchered that pronunciation. Can you help me out? Llewellyn. I just butchered that. I'm so sorry. But what is the biggest advice you could give me for playing under Coach Llewellyn at W&J? What would you tell them?
Honestly, oh, that's a good one. Well, honestly, just do everything you can, like, to your best and full potential. Like, practices, you want to take them, like, as just, like, oh, yeah, we're at practice, but take them seriously.
Mm-hmm.
It's important, because that's, like, the only time that you get to develop new things with your team, too. I don't know, like, communication is big.
I would say, so on the back of our shirts, our quote is day by day, and I think that's something we really focus on this year, is just taking things seriously, like day by day. You're going to have bad practices, you're going to have really fun, great practices, and you just need to have the patience to develop yourself as a person and as a player.
And positivity, too.
Yeah, having that positivity and an optimistic mindset, I think, is just a really
Right.
important piece to
For
being
sure.
a key player.
Sometimes it's most important to watch the sunset when it's cloudy.
The sunsets here are really pretty.
Yes, they are.
Really optimistic,
Yes.
but the sunsets here
Today's
are
was busted.
gorgeous.
Yes, it was. I'm not gonna lie. I was hitting a little yoga in my room, watching the sunset. I
I'm gonna
felt
show them.
We can show the camera. I mean, for those at home, just
Here
picture
you
a
go,
really,
guys.
picture a really pretty sunset.
Here's the sunset.
After a day of
It
clouds.
looked
Be
like
seen.
a bouncy ball in the jars at Old Navy.
Okay, I'm not sure what that looks like, but we'll get a visual for the people at home. They got Google.
My sister knows what I mean. She's not listening. Sorry.
Hey, tell us in the podcast episode. Make sure you check out our podcast episodes. Come on now on
Yes.
YouTube. But my next question, y'all, is what is your favorite part of college so far?
I'll go first.
Yeah, go.
Okay, Piper was ready to take it.
I grew up in West Memphis. Faith and I didn't live far from each other at all. Actually, like the same, like 10, 15 minutes away. But I went to a very small school, and I knew everybody there, and I knew it was K through 12. There were 250 kids there.
Wow, really?
Yeah, so I knew basically every kid from K through 12. I'm not even kidding. And I loved it so much. Like, I have great relationships with all my teachers too. But the nice thing about coming to W&J, it's a bigger college. For me, it's a smaller college in general. But like meeting new people, making new friends, new connections, going out of my way to meet new people too. Like, it's just crazy to me that I have that opportunity to do that now. Rather than like public schools. I'm sure Faith went to a public school. Like, you didn't know everyone that went there, unless you did.
I mean, Faith was popular,
Faith, she probably did know everyone. But
Guys, that's...
you're so popular. But I just love like making new friends. That's my favorite part. And like, honestly, the food isn't bad, even though I saw that it was rated not the best on some type.
You know what?
of
No,
website.
like let's go ahead and dive into this right now. I gotta say, we've been having this little debate on the show. Start with Kendall and Jackie. What's the best restaurant on campus? Is it Espresso, Calms, or G&T's?
All right.
Let's say it at the same time.
I feel like I know we have different answers.
3, 2, 1.
G&T's.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hot take.
Yeah.
Really?
Well,
Yes.
just because like it's made food, like it's good.
Wait.
Here's the thing.
Is Calms unmade?
I would.
Calms
I
is...
don't know what that
Calms,
is,
the
honestly.
only way to describe it, hit or miss.
Yeah.
It's either like the most
Bussin'.
bussin' food you will
Bussin'.
ever
Bussin'.
have.
Sometimes it will be
Like
bussin'.
gyros.
Euro.
Yes.
Gyro.
Euro.
Yes.
I
It's
don't know
pronounced
what that is.
Euro.
If anyone from Calms is watching this,
Anyone in Calms is
two things. The mashed potatoes are fire, and the second thing, please make more buffalo chicken pasta. Gluten-free,
I don't rock with
particularly.
buffalo chicken flavor stuff. I'm not gonna lie. My boy Kenny on the pizza though. I hope he's listening tonight. My boy Kenny, I was telling him about the show. You know Kenny on the pizza?
Does he make the pizza?
Yeah.
That
He did it with the
pizza
mustard.
is fire.
Fire! Come on, now
tried
stop
it-
playing with me.
I tried it for the first time and I was like, dang. Like,
It was
literally
bussin', it was
2 days
bussin'.
ago, it was bussin'. Bussin'.
Bussin'.
Yeah, it was fire.
So I'm a Calms guy just because I love being around the people. You get the people at Calms. I feel like I'm a man of the people.
Yeah.
You know, I'll spend a good 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours in Calms.
See, G&T's is just like, it's just like there. It's like,
Yeah.
let's
To
go.
me, y'all, I know y'all aren't from down south, but y'all know Cookout. You heard of
Yeah.
Cookout
Cookout?
barbecue.
Yes. No,
Isn't that
that's it's like a fast food.
It's a restaurant, yeah.
Yeah.
People,
I think that's it.
yeah, Cookout, like it's got a red sign. There's no
Yeah.
seating.
Yeah.
You just drive through.
I've
Yeah.
never been there, but
Yeah, it's busting.
okay.
It's fire. Nah, late night, for real, Cookout is fire. But that's what
Taco
G&T's reminds me
Bell.
of.
G&T's is fire.
Taco Bell late night.
I don't know.
Probably.
Honestly, I'm going to put y'all on Get-Go late night.
Gecko. There's
Yeah.
a
Sheets
Gecko
late
right
night.
by my house too. I used to
Get-Go's
walk
better
around
than
the time.
Sheets. Like, I'm just putting it out
I
there.
honestly don't
Yes.
disagree with
3 a.m., I'll pull up to Get-Go. It's fire. Let me get a
So
burger.
good.
Like, for sure.
It's so good.
I'm a night owl, so like, I mean, I was driving back from Pittsburgh last night. I actually love driving at night. Like,
Me
I was driving back
too.
at Pittsburgh like 1:30. I'm not gonna lie.
Pittsburgh.
Like, Pittsburgh's driving. Listen from that.
In
It's
the
so fun.
city?
In the city,
Have you
yeah.
ever driven through like Fort Pitt Tunnel?
Of course. Come on,
That's
now.
right,
That's
alright.
majestic. Majestic.
Yes, that is true. Majestic.
Bumping Mac, listening to Pittsburgh, one of my favorite things to do. I love it.
With the Mac shirt.
Yeah.
like
hey,
this.
Guys, look at his new shirt. Mac.
How fitting. It's very
R.I.P.
fitting for what we're
Yeah,
doing right now.
it's almost like hey.
It's almost
thing-
like a podcast.
It's almost like I planned it out.
It's almost like he picked that shirt for today.
Yeah, it's crazy, right? But okay, but back to our original question, Faith. What's been your favorite thing about college so far?
Oh, I forgot that was a question.
Me
Oh, don't worry, it goes all over the place. We're getting into past tense hours right now. It's about 8:20.
So I would also say just meeting new people. I went to a public school, but my school was very small,
Mhm.
and so it was the thing where like you knew everyone in your high school. and you go to school with the same people for 13 years.
Yeah.
And so it's such a small community that everyone knows everyone and everyone knows everything. And so really coming to college is a fresh start, you know. No one knows who you are, what you did in high, like anything about you. And it's not just meeting people from Pittsburgh. There's people that you're meeting from like California, Germany, like
North Carolina,
Florida, Georgia. It is so fun. And everyone has different experiences too. It's not just saying like, oh yeah, I went like to the Steelers game last weekend. Like everyone does different things.
Yeah, for sure.
So I think that's really cool.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. I mean, the small school parts. I went down to Morgantown on Friday to go to some art museums because I love going to art museums. So I was just walking around campus. I was like, yo, this is like just so different. It's like a completely different thing entirely. It's not even like, it doesn't even feel like college to me just because I'm so used to like, man, my dorm is on the other end of campus. I live in New Res. It took me 5 minutes to walk down here. Like Morgantown, it takes you like an hour to walk from one building to the other. You know what I mean?
Which one is New Res?
Behind Bika.
New Res is behind Bika.
Okay.
So like it's closest to the New Res parking lot.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, no, I definitely agree with that sentiment. I definitely get where you're coming from with that. And you know, one question I want to ask next is always one that's very interesting to me. And man, I've had some really interesting answers this season. What is one trait that it takes to be successful in volleyball?
I'm gonna stick with my positivity. My pap would always say positive mental attitude, and I'm usually PMA like in every single game he ever came to and everything. It was always PMA. Like no matter what happens, whether you lose, if you're not doing well that day, just keep having a positive mental attitude, and it'll get you through. Like that's the biggest part, and it's not just for yourself, but it's for your team too. Because if you're a negative person, nobody wants to, like, be on your team, and being positive. I'm sticking with it.
Yeah, that's what's up.
PMA.
That's a great answer. And what about you, Faith?
I also agree with positivity and just being optimistic. My family is very positive and encouraging all the time. They're very supportive, and I mean we could lose like 25 to like 2. Not that that's ever happened, but I'd come off and maybe have like the worst game of my life, and my mom and my dad would still just be like, listen, it's one game, it happens, like get him next time, it's whatever.
That's really nice.
And the other thing on top of positivity that I will add is just being patient. And I had already mentioned this, but like you're gonna have ups and downs. There's gonna be good days, there's gonna be bad days, but you have to know that like you have the potential to be great, and that's just what you need to strive for next time.
Yeah, no, that's a great answer. And my follow-up is, what is the biggest trait that it takes to be successful in life? Now, whoever can take this first.
Honestly, I don't want to say I want to stick with positivity.
No, go for it. Some people like to change it up, some
honestly,
people go with the same thing.
I'm going to stick with positivity.
Okay.
Just because life gives you so many different battles and struggles.
Gives you lemons.
Like, does give you lemons sometimes.
You gotta make lemonade.
Yeah, and like sometimes you just gotta stay positive. Like you don't know what's going on in your life, but you have to trust the process.
Yeah.
And be patient. Stay positive. Because if you just get down on yourself, you're just gonna keep digging a deeper hole, and you're just gonna end up in a trench.
Yeah.
Ooh, that was good. Write that down.
Bars.
Fist pump.
Write that down. Just kidding.
Have you guys ever heard of Marcus Aurelius?
No.
Isn't that like a philosopher?
Yes, and if you've ever seen the movie Gladiator, he was the king or like the emperor. But one thing he said was so royalty back in the day used to wear purple because it was like a very like special color.
Right.
Jesus
And he said
wore purple.
I didn't know that. Is that true?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Well, hey, the more you know. But he said in Meditations, which is like his book, he said, I can't let the color purple dye my thoughts. And he said we have the color to dye the world how we want it. So whatever lens we view the world from, that's how we're going to see everything. If you view the world through a positive mindset, everything will be positive. If you view it through a negative mindset, everything will be negative.
Right. I like that a lot.
Yeah, you can't you have to choose how you want to dye the world because you see everything through that lens, which is, of course, your eyes, how you view the world.
Love, positivity.
Yes.
Heart
Live,
positivity.
love, be positive.
Laugh too, right?
Live, love, laugh.
Laugh, laugh, love.
Live, laugh, love.
Love. And Faith, what about you? Are you gonna stick with positivity for the life trait
I
or
really
patience?
do agree with that.
Yeah?
I think it's something that it's a trait that not everyone carries.
Mm-hmm.
And so whenever you have the ability to be positive in even like negative situations, you really need to optimize that. And even if it's not just for yourself, you need to be like a mentor to others to be positive. And I think it's something that you can take very like in any situation. Like Piper had already mentioned that, like, whatever life throws at you, like, you just need to say, hey, like, it'll get better.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna work to make, like, even if it's something that you can't change.
Yeah.
It's something that wasn't your fault necessarily. It's saying, okay, there's a future.
It's all in how you react.
There's a future, and that's in the past, and I'll move on from it.
No, for sure. Do you guys know J.R. Mazza?
Yeah.
Yeah, he has tatted on his arm, and one of my favorite quote of the days ever is, "This too shall pass." So I always think about that, because whether it's, he explained it too, is like, because when they came on for the PAC championship, I was like, all these good I'm like, can you just revisit this quote you said when you came on for the first time? And he goes, well, the thing is too, it's like, these good times will pass, there'll be even better good times in the future, but we can't get caught up in this now, and obviously if there's bad times, those are going to pass too, so it's just, this too shall pass.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah,
I love that.
It is.
JR, nice tat.
Hey, shout out J.R. Mazza, that's my guy.
Yes.
But Piper actually found a quote from high school from you where you talked about some things. I really like this quote. I just want to read it for the viewers. And you said, "I always try to keep a positive attitude in all situations. I never get down on myself. I'm always ready for the next play. Whether it's in life or on the court or college, I aspire to be successful with both my academics and athletics."
Where did you find that? Bro, what? I said that?
Of course you said it. I wouldn't make it
Oh
up.
my gosh.
Come on, now we do our research on the present tense. Come on now.
Me.
I did get Lily last week because she played lacrosse in high school. She goes, "How do you know that?" I'm like, I feel like I'm trying to be Nardwuar. You guys know Nardwuar?
I do not.
Okay, look up Nardwuar on YouTube. He interviews these rappers and like they're
Oh,
like,
yeah.
he's like,
Yeah.
"How you know that, bro? How you know that?" What?
He's like,
Yeah,
Uzi.
I know Denzel because he was at Denzel Curry was like, "Bro, how you know that? How you know that, bro?" No, like it's
You've seen it before. He's like,
You've definitely seen it before.
Yeah,
he's
he's
the
like-
Canadian guy with the like the hat. It's like red and white stripes.
What does he
He's
say?
goofy.
What does he say?
Doodaloo
What is your name? Or
Yeah, and your name is, and they'll be
Yeah.
like,
Maybe I
what
have.
was he first?
Yeah,
Like,
you know.
The Rob
what
Zombie
it is.
poster.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I know.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm not on Nardwar's level, but I like it when people are like, "How you know that?" But yes, yeah. So, but still, great quote, and definitely I like the positivity. Even in class, I can tell you're a positive person. So
Oh,
thank you for
stop.
bringing that
Oh,
real love,
happy
for
pea.
sure, for sure.
Of course.
All love.
Positivity wins.
Yes, it does. Now, my
Love
next
all
question, we've talked about the student part of student athlete, or athlete student, as some would call it. So what do you guys plan on majoring here at WJ and/or minoring?
That is a great question, because currently I'm in biology and that's not going too hot.
The mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell.
That's all I know.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna
Lipids, carbohydrates.
say that.
I could give
That's
you
all
the
I know.
Proteins.
title of the chapters.
I struggled with bio in high school too,
Okay.
because I
So
didn't
you want to
really
be a
have-
bio major?
I was a bio major, yes, and I don't know if I'm going to continue being a bio major.
Okay, yeah, that's cool. You haven't even declared yet, probably.
I don't think no, we don't.
You have to
Second
submit.
semester stuff.
You have to submit it like through a web form.
Yeah,
so you
I know.
wouldn't
I have time. Don't worry, guys.
No,
I'm
you
okay.
have time. No,
I'll
you'll
figure it
I
out.
thought I was gonna do history coming in, then I started, getting philosophical,
Oh yeah.
and then I bought a couple togas. Catch me giving philosophical speeches.
Do it.
And what do you plan on? Do you want to become a doctor with that biology?
Well, I don't know if I'm going to stick with biology,
Okay,
just
so-
because of like
hey.
how much I'm struggling at it, and I think I'm much better at different things
Yeah.
too. So I'm gonna try to find like what I'm best at.
That's what's up.
Because I have time too. Like I don't have to do it now.
You got time.
It's
No,
another
look,
thing.
I don't know what I'm gonna do, and I talked to a lot of people at homecoming, because obviously homecoming was this weekend. And
Yeah.
they don't know what they really want to do the rest of their life either. So ain't no problem in that.
See,
I'll-
yeah, it's alright.
yeah. Hey, just you gotta live in the present
But
tense.
I did want to be a doctor
Okay.
or something if that's work. Because both
No.
my parents are in the medical field. I feel like it just came naturally
Yeah.
to me until I actually had to do the work, and I was like,
It-
wait, bro, what?
Dang, this is hard.
Yeah.
It came naturally to me until I actually had to do it.
I'm not even gonna.
That
lie.
might be one of the top 10 quotes ever on the present tense. But Faith, what are you planning on majoring in?
I'm also on pre-health track. I'm
Okay.
thinking bio. I'm also struggling right now in bio
Okay.
121.
It's a rough class, guys.
It is what it is. I mean, we've only had, 2 tests?
Yeah.
So it's a little rocky, but again, I'm like, okay, it's 1 class right now, so
Hopefully it
I
doesn't
just
turn
hope
into
it gets
2.
a little better. Even if it doesn't get better, I hope I get better.
Yeah.
And I just learned from it, and I'm like,
And you can always take it again next year.
Yeah.
Or next semester.
that may not be the most
I mean,
convenient,
you
but
can.
No.
Sure, go for it. Follow your
over the
dreams.
summer at CCAC. I thought about that too.
Hey, I mean, I don't really know much about biology. Like I said, the medical. No, I find that hilarious.
I'm not kidding. I'm gonna cry.
No, don't cry, please.
I'm gonna cry.
why are you tearing up right now?
I'm not
You need
good
a hug.
at biology.
Hey, listen,
Hug.
for real though,
You just bumped headphones.
for real though, like, 1, you're still early in your college career and maybe you end up liking it, but 2, like, you don't know what the plan is.
Yeah.
The cool part is, like, about life is that every day's a new adventure, and what I'll say is the best adventure in life is telling the truth, and that's telling the truth to other people, and that's telling the truth to yourself. So if you follow your truth, that's the greatest adventure life can ever give you. And life's an adventure. Life is beautiful.
Wow.
That's so touching.
I'm gonna cry again.
No,
Tearing up.
no, it's alright. You can cry. You would be the first person. We've
Beautiful life.
had some emotional moments for sure. I was just talking about my good friend Kiki when he came on for the last time. I gotta go, missed ya. A little sappy on the present tense, as he said, but.
I'm gonna cry now.
Little shout out.
Well, we'll just sit around in the studio and cry. I'll throw it up on YouTube.
That would be
Yeah.
so entertaining.
This is the therapy session.
Yeah,
that
this
you
is
need in
good.
college,
Hey,
guys.
I don't mind putting on the counselor's hat. I don't mind. But okay, so we got some possible doctors in the building, possibly. Now I gotta ask you, what has been your favorite class so far?
I love my FYS class.
What is your FYX class?
It's German Grimm fairy tales.
So is that
yeah.
like the one? What's the one where you get put in the oven?
Yeah.
What's
Hansel and Gretel.
Hansel and Gretel?
Yeah,
yes.
it's all of those types of stories like Tangled, but like with a dark twist.
So not the Disney-fied version, like the
No.
actual.
Yeah, the
German.
actual version.
Yeah.
And I love my professor too and my
That's
link
dope.
advisor. Shout out to you guys.
Who's the link? Who's your link?
Mia Simpson and Professor Altmaier. They're
Okay.
very helpful, and I've talked about them through about
Dope.
everything that I've done in college too.
That's cool.
Like, I definitely am enjoying that. Plus, I get to learn a lot. I never even take German. Like I don't know anything in German. Like other than Gesundheit. God bless
Is it
you.
9?
Yeah.
Gesundheit.
Gesundheit.
Is
That's
it
the
9?
same
No.
thing.
That's no.
Yes, I am
Beats
actually
me.
in German with Professor Altmaier.
Okay,
You
cool.
like-
And
I
what's
love her.
what's your favorite class?
Also my FIS, I have, it's called The Choice Is Mine with Dr. Young. I love you. You're very kind. And so honestly, it's really not like what it sounds like at all. It's so right now we are comparing neoclassical economics and behavioral economics.
Boom.
Which basically just says like what is expected by economists versus how we actually behave, and it's so interesting. Like
That
so
sounds
interesting.
it.
That's dope. I would love to take that.
Yeah.
Although it'd be a little weird if I jumped to FYS.
Yeah.
Just a little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah.
Maybe a link.
Also, shout out to my link, Scout.
Scout.
Yes.
We are you are the bomb.
I don't
Sauce.
know him either.
Yes.
Scout
Scout's
Sauce
on
is
you.
him. That man's got
No,
lats.
he is him.
The man's got lats for days.
Oh,
Good.
faux show.
Can't say I've seen Scout's lads.
Can't say I've seen Scout.
Well, another person you need to meet. I want to see you to meet the whole baseball squad.
You need
Pop
to
out next
Scout
time.
and Scout's
Pop out,
lads.
hey, pop out
Alright.
next time we chill in Mbika. Pop
Yeah.
out. For
New
sure.
res.
Hey, y'all pop over. We come hang out. We talk about life.
Let's go.
That's fun.
Love it. My FYS was death.
Oh my.
Someone Bridget has that.
Bridget's in there.
I don't know Bridget, but
Bridget's
she
on the
sounds
volleyball
cool.
team.
She
That's
sounds
the
cool. She's
one
in debt.
you'll have to meet.
Yeah.
Boom.
Boom.
She's in
Oh,
death.
how the turn's tabled.
The turn. How would Michael Scott say the
Oh,
turn?
just you wait.
You're not ready.
I love The Office.
Okay, so I actually really enjoyed death. Pause. But that sounded a little creepy.
You know the like
Hold
you know
up.
the like time whenever people just like stop in a like on a video and it like plays the crickets and it's like doo, doo, like the little cricket
No,
noises.
I don't know what you're
I need a
That's
sound.
exactly
I
what-
need a soundboard. They have a soundboard
Yes.
in the podcasting studio. Like
Yeah.
I need to like hit like come in. DJ Stu. Do 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 do.
I could sing for you.
You can sing.
Yeah,
What-
I'll do your jingle.
You know, let's go ahead and rock with this. All right, new question on the President's Nest that we added this season. If you had to listen to one musical artist for the rest of your life, who would it be?
Luke Combs.
Morgan Wallen.
Oh, I knew you were gonna say that. I looked it up.
Yeah.
I looked it up.
That was very quick. Or Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
So Luke Combs.
Luke
A
Combs.
long neck, ice cold beer never broke my heart.
Like
Diamond rings and football teams have torn this boy apart.
Like a neon dream that just
Wait, are you
dawned
going
on
to
me.
the Cubs?
And bars and this guitars. Long
Neck,
neck,
ice cold beer never broke my heart.
Okay, now are you going to the Cubs?
I just found out that he's
Do you
coming.
wanna
Okay.
Let's
When
go.
is he coming?
April
April.
8th?
April.
April
Oh, that's a
8th.
long
Something,
one.
yeah.
Okay.
Well, I was supposed to go to his concert.
Well, who just came here? The other country person?
Morgan Wallen.
No, it wasn't Morgan Wallen. It was someone else.
Brad
Oh,
Paisley.
No,
Jason Aldean?
Jason Aldean just came to Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
They also had a metal festival at Pittsburgh.
Ooh,
at the
interesting.
Wild Thing Stadium, yeah.
That was in Pirates Stadium.
Well, it was in the Wild Thing
Metallica
Stadium.
was here.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Metallica was at the Pirates
PNC.
Stadium.
Okay, that's cool. I wish I would have checked that out. And Faith, so for you, it's more we texted about this, because honestly, y'all, we gonna get to this, but you know, Faith got a little bit of a following on the TikTok.
Yeah, she does.
She got
I actually just stalked you the other day.
Really?
I
We
was
gotta-
like, dang.
Me,
Faith.
Stella, and Allie made a TikTok in Haven. We made a TikTok at the game.
Wait, I think I saw that actually. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She said it got taken down though. It's kind of wild. I don't know.
It's interesting. It
Crazy.
wasn't me.
So, what's the secret of blowing up on TikTok? Because I see you be hitting like the dances and stuff.
All right.
Like,
What's your
I'm
most
gonna tell
famous
you
TikTok?
exactly how I got famous. So, over quarantine, I got 2 new pairs of volleyball shoes, and I cannot decide which ones to make or which ones to pick. So I made a TikTok, like 2 different TikToks, and I was like which TikTok you think is better, blah blah blah. And that kind of like started it. Like I got some followers from that, but but then so I really like to sing, like just
yeah,
out
I saw
loud.
some of your singing TikToks. Yeah.
What? You saw me singing on TikTok? No, like, see, like, I'm talking, like, I could be, like, sitting, like, in volleyball practice
We
and I'll
were
just blurt
jamming
out singing.
today.
And I'm
Oh,
not
yeah,
a good,
you
and
do
I'm
it
not
in
a
the
good
stairwell.
singer. I'm really not. And so my sophomore year, at a volleyball game,
Uh-huh.
the upperclassmen were like, "Oh my gosh, you should sing the national anthem." I think it was my sophomore year.
That was you.
You're
I'm not
joking.
crying.
You're joking with me. Pep.
I'm not kidding.
So basically, I made like a TikTok joking about like, it was just like me singing the national anthem and then the crowd having to join in because they did have to join in because it was that bad. And then I posted the video of me singing and everyone just they crapped on
Obliterated
me.
it.
Obliterated.
I'm not kidding. I
They were
think
like-
that was on my For You page.
It probably was. It very possibly could have been.
Dude, that's so fat funny.
And then I guess people
Oh,
followed me
man.
because I suck at singing. I couldn't really tell you. If I came up on someone if someone like that came up on my For You page, I would not follow them. So I don't know why I
Yeah.
have followers. But
Huh, what an interesting anecdote.
yeah, that is
Very
If
interesting.
you suck at singing, you'll be successful on TikTok.
Yeah,
That's
that
what
Huh.
that's how it happened.
This is the second conversation we had about TikTok on the show. Brent Bizak, do you guys know her?
No.
I know of her.
She kind of,
My
yeah.
goodness, I don't know
Wait,
anyone.
basketball.
Yeah,
Right?
she's a
That's
pretty,
what-
yeah. She was our mic'd up episode number 1.
Okay.
Make sure you check out last week's Unsatisfied episode number 3 of the Mic Up series. But what's your favorite Morgan Wallen song? We talked about this last night over to text.
Can I give like top 3?
I guess.
All right, so I'm gonna say
Broadway Girls.
not. Oh heck no.
There's
Lil Durk was spitting on that
things
song.
you
I'm
gotta
in
find
no
out.
No.
particular order. I'm
Okay.
gonna say
Oh.
Don't Think Jesus,
Mm.
Thought You Should Know,
Mm.
and probably Cover Me Up.
Cover Me Up.
Listen to My
That's
Boots.
a
That's
a
an
co-
edgy. That's
that's
a good one.
I like 865.
865's a good one.
One in my hometown.
Oh, that's a good one. He has so many good
Yeah.
ones. You can't put a number on
He's just
him.
like, he never misses. He never. Broadway Girls. That's a miss.
How's that a miss? That's fire. How's Broadway?
Debatable.
It's
debatable.
fire. Broadway Girls is fire.
He opened with that at his concert, and it was painful. I'm not
Was Lil
gonna
Durk
lie.
there?
No. So now you can imagine how painful it was.
I mean, I still think it would be fire.
No, Broadway Girls is the only song that is invalid.
It's alright. I wouldn't. It's just I don't like whenever people try to mix pop and country together.
Yes.
Well,
Country is country.
there's no pop. He's rap. It's like you don't
Yeah,
like
but, like-
Old Town Road.
No.
You don't like Old Town?
I'm gonna take my horse
not
to
the
the Old
biggest fan
Town
of
Road.
that
I'm
song.
gonna
You know
ride till
what's that other Look the Baby Walker Texas Ranger? I think that's the name of the song.
Oh, I
my
like the
God.
baby. I'm not gonna lie.
What was that one song? I have to think of it.
So is the Baby your favorite rapper?
Nah,
He's from
that's
my
not the
he's
basic.
from my state.
I don't really
J.
have.
Cool.
Oh, J.
Yes. Yes.
That's probably one.
Someone with good music taste in the show.
Love.
I don't
Jermaine
really have like a favorite
Cole.
rapper.
He's right. He actually lives about 15 minutes from me. I don't know the exact house he lives in. He lives about 15 minutes from me. I know
From
that,
here?
but- No, in North Carolina, in
Oh.
Raleigh, in Raleigh.
Fool me twice, don't get to play.
All
3 times.
right.
So.
What's your favorite J. Cole album? Me and a couple guys from the soccer team were discussing this Saturday night. Favorite J. Cole album?
What's the one where he's sitting on the
Isn't it
side?
literally like called Role Models?
No,
no,
I think-
2014 Forest Hills Drive is the one where he's sitting on the
Forrest.
Then
house.
that's
He's
it.
sitting on his
That
house.
one I love.
Yeah, that's a fire one. I think his only miss was KOD, the off season.
That
was
one
fire.
just came out.
KOD.
It was the newest one with the fire behind him.
That's the off season. That was
That's the
fire.
off-season.
Off season.
Oh, okay.
If you like J. Cole, listen to Friday Night Lights. It was a mixtape when he was living in New York. Really good stuff. Dope. This was one of the best conversations I've had with that question. Great job, y'all.
You're welcome.
That was
Killed it.
awesome. Yeah, killed it, and I dig it. All right, I'm gonna stop. That's the last time, I promise.
Oh.
Now, my next question is, if you had to watch, I'm still figuring out how to frame this question, but I'm gonna frame it like this: what's your favorite movie of all time and why?
I go first.
Okay, go for rock with it.
Elf with Will
Ooh.
Ferrell. I watch it literally year round.
Year round?
My boyfriend, we hit our 2-year anniversary. I forget. He offered to watch Elf, and we watched Elf together for our anniversary.
Dang, you making me sad right? Everyone post a happy
Oh
national
my
boyfriend.
God.
Like, I'm just chilling because
I
I'm.
actually didn't. I'm sorry, Jesse. I was too busy. But literally Elf.
No comment.
There's no time I'm not down to watch Elf. I almost know it.
Hope you find your dad.
Bye, buddy. Hope you find your
Bye,
dad.
buddy. Hope you find your dad.
Does somebody
This
need
shit-
a hug? That's the raccoon.
What a great. That is it. So that's your favorite Christmas movie? That is him.
No, that's just my
favorite movie. Okay, favorite movie of all time.
Or
Okay,
Top Gun.
the new one.
The new one.
That's
The
what
new
Ashley.
one, honestly, sequels, they're not as good as the first one, but Top Gun,
I heard it was good.
oh my.
I've been
You
craving
didn't
to
see it?
watch Maverick.
I have not seen it yet. I didn't have a chance. I've been busy. I haven't had a chance.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I bought it on Amazon Prime.
You bought it?
I bought it.
My parents rented it. I didn't have a chance to watch
Let
it.
me tell you,
so-
I watched it. I saw it at the drive-in.
Yeah.
Oh my
That was
god.
like a different experience.
When what's his name, Goose? He's on the beach. He's like,
It's like a different experience.
oh my gosh. Sorry. I
Miles Teller can.
Miles Teller. He's amazing. And
I don't have anything to say on that, but
Tom Cruise is still good looking
Yeah,
for
he
his
is.
age.
He really is. He doesn't age.
No, he doesn't.
okay, sure.
What's your favorite movie?
Yeah, what is your favorite movie?
Oh my gosh, truthfully, one of my favorites is The Greatest Showman.
I never saw that.
Wait.
It was hyped
this
up.
is embarrassing. I saw it the first time and I did not like it at all. And it was right whenever it came out. And then
It was like the soundtrack was big,
the
right?
soundtrack
soundtrack
what's
is
that?
insane.
Never Enough. I know that
Yeah.
one. But I never got to watch it again. And now everyone makes fun of me for hating it. So there's so many people that love it, but I just never got into it.
I love it. Me and my best friend we'll just be like, you want to watch The Greatest Showman? And it's like, yeah. The music is just really good. And it's just like a cute,
Yeah.
different Disney movie. I don't know.
Is Disney? It's a Disney movie?
I think it is. Yeah, it is
Oh, really?
Disney.
It should be.
Yeah.
I
Not
didn't know
sure.
that. That's awesome.
Zac Efron is too.
Oh.
Zac Efron's just hot too.
All
so
High School
truthfully.
Musicals, all of the High School Musicals, valid. 2, 3, then 1. That is my opinion.
I never really got into those. I did love Disney Channel growing up, though.
Wait.
Like Wizards of Waverly Place.
Yes.
Wait,
The movie?
are we allowed to ask you a question?
Not a lot of people do, but I do encourage it if you want to.
So, we were talking about Disney original movies today at practice.
Okay.
So, our question for you is, what's your favorite Disney original movie?
Boom.
We either have to go with... Alright, so I'm going to preface it by saying, like, growing up, it was Cars.
Okay.
Maybe Nemo.
Valid.
But I think my favorite right now that I've ever watched is Soul. Have you guys seen that?
I did
Soul
see
is
Soul.
Soul is fire.
It's a cute one. Yeah.
It's fire. It's philosophical, you know. I get that.
is,
And
it
it's Jamie
is.
Foxx, you know.
Oh yeah.
It was Jamie. I think he's like one of the most talented people of all time. Jamie Foxx.
He's cool.
Yeah, he's dope. You guys seen Django? It's very different than the movies we're
I have
talking
not.
about.
No.
Yeah, if you're like I don't know if it's a Quentin Tarantino movie. I don't know if you.
Oh, what's that song? The Pulp Fiction.
Pulp Fiction, yeah, great movie.
I started watching that.
Yeah, it's if you're, it's very violent.
Yeah.
It's very violent.
We do not promote violence.
No, if you're looking for
Unless-
positivity, not the most fun.
What?
It's
Is this a song? A movie?
Pulp Fiction, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a movie.
Yeah.
Cricket.
Yeah, I would. I don't know. I love it because it's like a cult classic, and like I love movies, so I do love cult classics. But it's definitely a good one. Now, my next question for y'all is a question I added last season of the show. Now we've had some interesting answers, and I can provide examples after I ask the question if you would like. But if you had a free Saturday with no plans, no commitments, and money was not an issue, what would you be doing? I can give examples if it would help you out.
Wait, a free Saturday.
No plans, no commitments. Now, Klonk, who came on the show, he said he would take the boys to Hawaii. Jaron said he'd take the boys to Vegas. Jackie Flesher said she wanted to get a really fast car and race a cheetah. Coach Sirianni said he wanted to go to a Notre Dame football game. Coach Gina said she wanted to go to Montana and hike. Coach Stu from the basketball team said he wanted to put a piece of meat on the grill and lay by the pool or the lake.
Is time enough? Like, you just have
It's a free 24 hours.
24 hours.
Hmm.
Alright, so mine is going to be... This is kind of expected after you hear it, I'm not gonna lie. Mine would be... Time, because time is a thing here.
Time is a thing.
Time is a
Yeah.
thing.
It's true. Time and space.
So my thing would be going to Nashville and getting pit tickets for Morgan Wallen.
Okay, sure.
I think...
Have you been to Nashville before?
No, but...
I think I've been 3 times. It is
It is on my bucket list.
My friend Alina, who loves country music, she was actually, I think she might have left today, but she was here for homecoming. She loves like going to honky tonks and like you know.
Honky tonk.
I think it would just be cool too.
But it's like you walk along the strip there, and it's like at like 2:00 they start playing music up to like midnight. It's just different
so
people
fun.
rotating. Like so,
Yeah.
I don't like country music that much. I mean, that much. Like I'm not like it's not my thing. Like that. Like people love. You know what I mean? Like you go there.
Interesting.
You go to the Grand Ole Opry and stuff.
I've been there.
You've been there.
Mhm.
It's dope. No, I'm like I'll definitely like into old country, but like I'm not into like modern country that much. So like,
Yeah.
it's like you know it's cool, and like I played a couple baseball games there, which was fun. But like, I don't know. It's like you know they have like the cowboy boots. Like every girl is wearing cowboy boots,
Yes.
Daisy Dukes. And,
As they
cowboy hat.
should. As they should.
Yeah, I mean if you like
They
country,
deserve
it is country music attire. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I feel like it's just a different atmosphere down south.
Oh, hey, it's hey.
And
Hood, baby.
No,
Hood, baby.
North Carolina. I'm from down south. I miss the weather. That's really what I miss most. And my
Yeah.
family, of course.
Yeah.
But if we're talking about like actual things
We
about
got 'em.
the environment themselves, like the thing. Well, and the ocean too. There's no ocean in PA, which I guess that kind of goes
unfortunately,
to.
there's
We're
that.
very bipolar up here.
No, the weather is crazy.
Bipolar.
So what about you, Piper? What would you be doing on this free Saturday?
So this whole time that Faith was talking, I was trying to come up with something, and I still have come to the conclusion that if I did not have any problems with money, and I could just spend however much I wanted,
Sure.
wherever I wanted to go, I'd honestly, not even gonna lie, I'd probably just go on a huge shopping spree, like
Okay.
Target, Office Max,
Office, man.
yeah,
That's an interesting answer. Okay, what?
Pool
the heck?
City.
Wait, Pool City.
I'd go to
What?
Ross Park Mall because you know that place
There's
is
no way
bumping.
you just prioritize Pool City over Ross Park Mall.
Have you ever been to Pool City?
Yes, I've been to Pool City.
That used to be my favorite place to go when I was a
Hey,
child.
well, here's
Oh,
the thing here.
Dave
wait,
Foster's.
Reference: Pool
Wait.
City is
Pool
a
City.
pool like hot tub, like outdoor.
So you're gonna
furniture
buy a hot
place.
tub?
Well,
What?
I don't know. I just loved Pool City when I was a child, and I don't know. It was like my number one place to go.
I
But
also
honestly,
love Pool City as a child.
So
See?
you're going to Target.
Target, buy everything in the dollar section, everything. Then I'm
You
gonna
like,
go
you like
to.
thrifting at all? Have you ever been thrifting?
No, I haven't. I just suck at it.
Yes.
I tried
Alright,
it
shout out B-Sides Custom, my dude Alec, holding it down. I picked up a Derek Jeter 2008 jersey for $20. Shout out B-Sides, go give him a follow on Instagram.
Have you thrifted like around Pittsburgh at all?
What's
no,
that
just
place?
Red, white, and blue.
I haven't been there. I just
No.
B-Side. I've been to B-Sides, which is kind of he thrifts for you, so it's like a vintage store, which is it's
Yeah.
basically thrifting, and then like
Oh, that's cool.
it's down in Millville.
So
There's a place like that in Squirrel Hill.
Where's that? Where's Squirrel Hill?
It's
I
by
guess.
Shady
Oakland.
Side, yeah.
Okay, it's by Oakland. Okay, I've been to North Shore
Really know
a
if
couple
that's right.
weekends, but I haven't been to.
So the best
Squirrel Hill,
places
go to
to
Squirrel
thrift in Pittsburgh: red, white, and blue.
Mhm.
Buffalo Exchange does pretty good.
Okay.
Goodwills are like hit or miss. But this is also a little shout out. The Closet, Pittsburgh.
I was gonna say the Closet. Yeah, I heard
oh
it's
my
good.
gosh. Christian.
I haven't been yet.
So do you know like the owner at all?
I don't. I know Alec, but so my friend Kiki, he got me kind of into thrifting.
Yeah.
Which I haven't been to too many places yet, but I want to go to the Closet. I also love going to used bookstores and used electronic stores.
So
Anything
there's-
used.
If you're not doing anything Sunday, there's the neighborhood flea in the strip district, and it's all vintage.
Oh.
Really,
Yeah,
I'm actually
sure.
hanging out with my friend on Sunday. We might have to go check it out.
Yes.
Go
Yes.
do that.
Dope.
That
Thank
is
you for putting me
awesome.
onto that. I
You're
really
very
appreciate
welcome.
that. Thank you, guys. Thank you for those answers. Those were some great answers. Now, one more question before we head to break here. Don't worry, we got some stuff for break too. When did you guys meet each other for the first time? What was your first interaction? Now, I've asked this question a couple times, and Claire actually said she thought Claire hated her, and Kendall thought Jackie hated her too. So, what was your first interaction like?
First impressions and when we met.
Let's be honest.
We met
Okay.
orient-
We met at
orientation.
Did we meet at orientation or practice? We met on the way to
Probably
practice.
I guess.
On the
Okay.
way to practice, walking to practice, and I think like we introduced ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
But I never even stalked your Instagram, and I stalked everyone's Instagram.
Yeah.
But I saw you went to like the thing over the summer with the volleyball thing. I was like, oh man, she's already on. Like everybody already loves her now. So whenever I met you, I was kind of low key intimidated by you. Like
Nuh-uh.
I'm not kidding. Well, because I knew you were good at volleyball. Not like that would
Yeah, but
like,
you're
do
good
anything
too.
wrong
What?
with me because I'm not a hitter or anything. But
Okay.
like I was like low key intimidated by you. But then it turns out you're like outgoing and fun and like such a fun person. Like love. And I don't know how we didn't meet before
I
because
know.
we live like right by
We
each
do.
other. And we know people. Her neighbors, or my boyfriend's family friends, the Beneventos.
Yeah. We didn't put that together until we came
Yeah.
here either.
Yeah. And
But
love
yeah, I
them.
think it was like practice.
What was your
But
first
we're-
impression of me?
I was also kind of intimidated by you. I'm not gonna lie, but we
I'm
have.
intimidated.
I feel like we have like carbon copy personalities.
I don't know what that means.
Like we're very.
Like you ever like
similar.
put a CC on an email, like carbon
like
copy?
very similar.
Oh yeah. Aw.
Yeah.
I feel like
I
we are too.
I feel like we're very similar.
Especially
and
with
so-
all of the movies that we watch and sing
Mhm.
together.
Mm.
And so like it's just like easy to get along. Like,
Okay,
we don't-
dope.
Yeah.
I was
we've
intimidated by
had-
both you guys. No, I'm just playing.
I was gonna say this is the first
Not
time I've heard I
intimidated
was
by her anymore.
intimidating.
We're chilling now.
Yeah. We
That's
should
dope.
have known each other before.
We should have.
And that's my fault. That's your fault. That's our
Okay.
fault. Yeah.
No, hey,
Was it? Yeah, it was.
certain times characters come into your life at this part of the story they're supposed to come into.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Period.
Like I can actually, now that I asked this question, I was thinking about like my first impressions with people from people come on the show. I met Claire and Ashley at the bar, and I goes, I was feeling good. And let's just leave it at that.
Honesty's the best policy,
Yeah.
baby.
I go, I have a radio show. You guys should come on.
Oh, I love that.
That's so fun.
Straight up and honest.
The pub.
No, it was Brew House.
Oh.
Yeah. So, yeah. So, and hey, I got to meet you guys. So cool.
Yay.
You're pretty cool people.
Yeah.
I mean,
You're
Dope.
pretty cool.
Well, hey, thank you. It means a lot, really. Seriously,
Of
thank you.
course.
retweet right back at you, Stu.
But this has been a great segment, and it's time for our trivia segment. Woo!
Trivia.
Shut up.
You didn't even know it was trivia, did
Is
you?
this
We
like-
do
Is
trivia.
this like me v Pipe v you?
Oh, no.
Or, like-
No,
They killed
no.
it.
Oh
They
no,
killed it.
I would destroy you guys in trivia,
Oh,
but
In Biolab, Faith was talking about all these like 70s shows, and Dr. McCran was like, yeah.
Yeah,
you
shout out to my
got it,
dad
girl.
for watching Me TV.
Really?
Because
MASH
Hot dog.
is MASH a 70 show?
yes,
MASH,
and
or
it was
MASH?
like
I knew the Partridge Family question, but she knew every
Yeah.
other question.
it was like all these shows that I've never actually watched before, but I know like
Yeah, of
the
them.
basics.
Yeah.
And Dr. McCrae, like
She
was-
loved her for that.
Yeah, she was like, and
No
I
one
think that's
ever
actually
gets that.
might be the only reason she likes me now, because I know the shows that like
Yeah.
she watched. But yeah.
Alrighty. Now I just gotta pull up this one thing right here before I ask you. So, okay. Let's get it set up here. Alright,
Oh, no.
cool. Now, your 2 trivia questions tonight concern the sport of volleyball. Now, you can take them together, and they're both for both of you. So, now, I will say, Ashley and Claire did get both of theirs right, and they're both about volleyball. So, let's see if you can do yours correctly tonight. First question. What country, and remember, we're going to answer after the break. We're going to answer after the break. What country was volleyball invented in? Was it A, France, B, Holland, C, England, or D, the United States? And your second question is, what country has won the most combined medals in the volleyball in the Olympics between men and women? Is it A, the Soviet Union, B, Italy, C, the United States, or D, Greece? We're going to get your answer right after the break. You're listening to Present Tense on 91.7 FM on WNJR Washington and online at WNJR.org.
Yay.
You're listening to 91.7 console.
And we are back on the Present Tense with Sam Stewart on 91.7 FM at WNJR Washington and online at WNJR.org. Hope everyone is doing well tonight. My name is Sam Stewart. Today I'm talking with Faith Fetsko and Piper Mcfarland, 2 freshmen from the volleyball squad here at WNJ. Before the break, we had our trivia segment, and the first question I asked these 2 ladies was, what country was volleyball invented in? Was it A, France, B, Holland, C, England, or D, the United States?
We're gonna go with D.
D.
United States.
All right, you're 1 for 1. That is correct. It was invented in Massachusetts by William G. Morgan in 1895 at the YMCA, and he found the sport of basketball too vigorous and too tiring, so he wanted to play volleyball.
Wow. That's awesome.
Very
Good for
interesting.
him. I think the same way sometimes. It's definitely less.
Now,
Not really.
yeah, I don't know. I gotta think about that. I'm not sure. I haven't played that much volleyball, but don't worry, we'll get to my volleyball career in a little bit. My second question tonight is, what country has the most combined medals between men and women in the Olympic history? Is it A, the Soviet Union, B, Italy, C, the United States, or D, Greece?
This was for volleyball, right?
Volleyball, just volleyball, yes.
Okay.
We're also
Yes.
going to go with the United States.
Ooh, that is actually incorrect.
Can
1
we
out of
get
2.
a second guess?
No, that's not how it works. You cannot phone a friend.
Crap.
Soviet Union with 19.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
United
I didn't
States is
know-
second up there.
I didn't even
The
know they
Soviet
played
Union had,
volleyball.
like-
Yeah, well, I mean, think about the thing about the Soviet Union's not a country anymore, but think about all the countries like Ukraine, Latvia, Estonia. All the countries are really good at volleyball now in the
Understood.
Olympics.
I didn't even.
So if you think about just all those countries were included in the Soviet Union, so it was basically all of Eastern Europe was playing for one team.
You know what? That
Our
makes
logic
sense.
behind
we
that one
we were
was bad.
gonna say that one,
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
we-
thought it.
and then we thought
Telepathy.
Yeah.
We knew
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Basically,
Okay.
Yeah.
Next time.
All
Okay.
right.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Now, I like to learn all about sports again. Now, we take a Florida trip, and we go to this place called Regal Palms, and we play volleyball, and I'm pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Well, I'm all right. Well, I'm not great. But I gotta ask. I asked how to block and how to dig last time, but I gotta ask a couple more questions tonight. Kendall taught me how to head a soccer ball. I've been taught some golf skills, but I want to ask you, Faith. How do I kill the ball effectively? When you're going up, what's going through your mind? Are you trying to put it away? You know what I mean? How does it work when you get ready to kill?
All right.
When you're ready to kill.
I mean, she kills alright.
So,
That was so cheesy.
one thing I really I think as a player, you have to focus on consistency,
Uh-huh.
obviously, and finding a spot on the court, because there is some 2 pretty tall girls
Yeah.
standing up there blocking you, which is a little intimidating sometimes. But whenever I'm going up, I'm just okay, just hit the ball, get it over.
Do you swing as hard as you can?
If it's
Yeah.
if it's a good set, shout out to Adriana
Adriana.
Sacramento,
California.
best setter. I heart you. You are the bomb. She's also
fire.
president of the week, and she rocks. Everyone go tell her
Yes.
she's amazing. And if it's a great set, like, I'm going to swing for it.
Yeah.
And it usually works.
Yeah.
So that's what goes through my head is get it over, get it in, and try to score a point.
Yeah.
Now, Piper, I feel like I'm not great. I'm really bad at digging. Like, I'm decent at killing. But,
Yo.
if I'm going to dig the ball, and I dig it how you dig it,
Right.
and I want to dig it like you dig it.
Okay.
So how do I get better at digging?
Well, honestly, here's a fun fact. I was never libero before
Yeah.
until I got to
Ashley called it the
WNBA.
sombrero.
The sombrero. Hey, you can call it whatever you want, but they're special. And I honestly, I don't know. I just kind of, I'm not scared to hurt myself, which, like, not in that, like, okay. So, if I'm, like, running and diving for a ball, like, I'm not going to be like, oh, this is going to hurt my knee
Okay,
so
yeah,
bad.
sure.
I just throw my body and hope, like, whatever I can do to get the ball back over the net.
She does, and she usually
Be
has some
fearless.
pretty sick ups.
Thanks,
so.
Faith. Thanks, Faith.
That's what's up.
But, like, honestly, it's like dig or die, man. In my head, I'm like, you gotta get this. I don't know. Like, some people, like, hold their hands differently. I, like, slap my hands
How
together
do you
and
do
fold
it?
in my thumbs.
Yeah.
Like
That's
this.
how I do
Good
it.
demonstration. Like, so like this.
So
No.
right over left,
Right over.
thumbs together.
No.
No. Ready?
Okay.
Right over left, thumbs
Fold.
together.
No, don't cross your thumbs.
I cross my thumbs, I think. Yeah, I
That
do.
is the number one rule of what not to do. You're gonna break your
What?
thumbs. Don't let
What?
Coach Riley see that. Anyways.
Okay.
Well.
Alright, cool. Okay, that's okay, awesome. That's dope.
Yeah.
Now, yeah, I mean, definitely, and you
I
guys,
did not know you crossed your
Yeah.
thumbs.
I'm
I'm like
crosser.
bamboozled right now.
yeah, booze.
Baffled.
No, bamboozled.
My next question for you is, if there was one person you had to point to say, this person is really essential to my journey, for me being volleyball in college, for me being in the studio tonight, being the person I am today, who would you say that person is for you?
I don't want to single out one over the other of my parents, but I would say, honestly, my mom and my dad. I don't know. I'll just pick one. Don't be mad, mom or dad. I'll just go with mom, just because.
That's fair to say both. You can say both.
Okay, just because they're so supportive and, like, no matter what I do in my life, I know that they're going to be there for me. Whether I'm failing a class or doing really well in a class, like, they're going to be there for me. They're never going to put me down. So, like, honestly, them being there for all of my accomplishments and everything, all my failures too, it means so much to me. And they're the best parents I could have asked for. And I know a lot of, like, I'm sure you'd say your parents are the best too. It's just, like you're, oh my gosh, I cannot tell you how much, like, I appreciate my parents. And they are, I don't know, they're just so awesome and, like, loving, and they never, like, put me down, or, like, they give me, like, when I do something wrong, if I do something wrong, we'll say that, they, like, never make me feel bad about it. They rather give me a lesson about it and tell me something, what they did similar in their life and how they fixed it. And I find that, I really admire that, how they never make me feel like I'm a terrible person. And I don't know. I would say my parents.
That's great. That's awesome. And Faith, what about you?
I know a lot of people will say it, but I'm also gonna say my parents. They've been very supportive, and I'm very thankful and very fortunate to have such encouraging and such just, like, loving family members. And I mean, it is my parents. My parents have always been that. There's never been a game, and I'm so thankful to say that there's never been a game that neither of my parents has been at.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
And
Yeah.
that's something that I will remember. And it's whether it's been a club game, whether it has been like a high school game, even in middle school, I know that someone has always been there for me, watching my games, cheering me on, and just knowing that you're being, like, you're being watched and you're being like, encouraged, and
Loved.
they've always like through club and everything, like playing a travel sport on top of like high school like wasn't always like easy at times with schoolwork and everything, but I mean it's always just, hey, like you're doing what you can.
Hey, you had a 4.2 GPA in high school, so research, boom.
Next.
Did you text me that? I was like, how do you know that? How did you
I got really excited about your research last night, so I was like, yes, I found a big article.
Aw.
But yeah,
It's funny, like, and I got excited about yours too, but I was like, I want to save the quote. But it's really surprising when you Google people how much you can find. But anyway, go ahead. What were you going to say?
But I do. I don't know if my mom's watching this now with my dad or if they're going to watch it on YouTube. But whenever you watch it, I really do love you guys. Like, it's so basic to say, but I seriously would not be where I am today without my parents. They're just, I'm so fortunate and so thankful.
For obvious reasons, too. You wouldn't be here without your parents.
You did not.
Am I wrong? Am I wrong, though?
Hey, biology, did they
All right. So next question. Moving on now that I don't have to think about that.
Okay. Now,
All right, Piper.
there's just been a lot, there's just a lot of things I still have questions about after this interview, so I'm just going to hit you with them real quick.
Yes.
One, okay, Faith, you're from South Park, PA. Have you ever seen the show South Park?
No, but my brother was a South Park lover.
Mom down to South Park to meet some friends of mine. Like, did you, so that, no. Okay. What's your favorite episode of The Office, Piper? You're a big Office fan.
I'm just gonna take a limp. Diversity Day.
Diversity Day, basketball.
Basketball.
Yeah, basketball's fun.
What else is there? There's so many good ones.
What's the one where Dwight and Michael get in the karate fight? Like, there's a fight, and they're like, you know what I mean? They end up doing karate, and the whole.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I forget what it's called though.
I forgot the name of that one. I mean, it really went downhill after Michael. I mean, the wedding.
Oh, I know.
The wedding.
The wedding
Oh
made
my
me
god.
cry.
It made me cry too. I'm not even
Sob.
counting.
That's
good.
Like for real, I'm trying to get like Jim and Pam. Like that's how
my
everyone compares
God.
themselves to Jim and Pam.
Stop it, Jim and Pam. That's like one of the main episodes I keep going back to is whenever whenever they start like just talking, like their whole talking like juicing stage, and then I also go to like whenever he like drops down on one knee and like at the gas station.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
How much would you kill me
cry.
if
Are you
I
Piper's starting to cry like 6 times tonight. The Dundies.
The Dundies.
The Dundies.
Sorry, I just screamed in the microphone.
It's alright.
The Dundies. That is a great one.
The Dundies. The
I tell
Dundies.
you, I have never seen The Office.
What?
You're kidding.
Guys, I've never
Have you at
The
least seen?
Office.
Have you seen Friends? Are you like a Friends person?
Yeah, I've watched parts of Friends.
So what's your
Wow.
show? Like, are you a Seinfeld? You ever seen Seinfeld?
No.
You would. What?
No. I like.
Wow.
There's not. First of all, I've
Babe.
always been a Disney lover, guys. I'm gonna
I mean,
openly
me
admit.
too.
But, I love Grey's Anatomy.
I binge watched that till like the 5th season, and then I got lost.
All
after
American.
that.
I love.
I heard it's
All
good.
American.
It's the same. I'm trying to think. It's the same guy who wrote Coach Carter. Have you ever seen Coach Carter?
Uh-uh.
Watch. I think you guys would like Coach Carter.
Okay.
It's about his basketball coach. Samuel L. Jackson.
Oh.
Yeah.
Love him. Love Marvel. Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
Marvel. Did you see?
Star Wars?
The Batman.
See, I'm not a DC person. Don't see the
I'm
DC
not
movies.
DC.
Guys,
That's
the
awkward. My
Batman.
uncle was in the Batman movie.
Your uncle?
Yeah, he was
No
just
way.
an extra, but
Like the new Batman.
The Dark Knight Rises or whatever it is.
They filmed that here.
Yeah, that's probably why he
Wow.
was in it.
That's crazy. So I am a Marvel and a Star Wars person as well. I saw Thor: Love and Thor: Love and Thunder.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
that was a
saw that in theaters. I have mixed emotions about it.
Why?
I just feel like it was very chaotic and there wasn't a plot and it was just very scattered. It was very funny, don't get me wrong. I love me some Thor. Like Thor's my favorite Marvel or superhero.
I have to say Black Panther is not necessarily my favorite hero, but the movie is my favorite.
Did you see the new ones coming out?
I heard about that, but like I'm kind of sad. Like, I don't know if I'll see it honestly, because like Chadwick Boseman was such an amazing actor.
Oh, I know.
You know what I mean?
That really shocked everyone.
Yeah, because he kept it. I mean, yeah, it's really it is tragic. What's your favorite Star Wars movie?
Fun fact: me and Piper and
both
I
in-
are taking a Star Wars class
And you're going to Disney
for J
the
term,
J
and we're going to Disney.
You guys know Gabby Lloyd?
No, but she's going on the trip.
She
in our
is. She just
class.
came on the show. She's really
Really?
cool. You guys will like her, and she's a going to be a doctor very
Okay.
soon here, and
Wow.
she's worked the past few summers as a EMT intern.
Ooh,
So
Wow.
you guys definitely.
That's so
I think you guys would
swag.
have a good time talking to her. She's very nice.
that's so swag.
I always forget the name. The one with the lava.
3. It's over, Anakin. I have the high ground.
Yeah, what is
Revenge
it
of the
called?
Sith.
Yeah, Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah, that's a good one. It's,
Yes, that's my
I don't
fave.
know what my favorite would be.
They're all good.
That's tough.
Nah,
Yeah.
sequels.
I-
Nah.
I liked all of them.
The sequels? You like the sequels too?
Rate
What
Right.
type of sequels?
What?
What were the sequels?
Like the ones with Rey and Finn.
Oh yeah, no, I like those.
on a scale of 1 to 5, guys. Rate The New Hope.
A New Hope.
A New Hope. Sorry, I glitched.
The New
A
Hope.
New Hope. A New Hope.
A New
That
Hope
was
is like a 8.
Glitch. On a scale of 1 to 5.
Yes.
So
I
what's
think-
your
I think-
answer?
I think my favorites. I love the prequels. I also love Rogue One. He's in
Mhm.
Rogue One. The Mandalorian was fire.
Oh, I did watch a few of those, not all of them.
Mandalorian's fire. I don't know.
Awakens.
There's so much content now. Like, I
There's
don't
so many Star Wars ones.
Mhm.
The one that just came out.
What's the one? It's like, what's
Force
he's like the
Awakens.
spy, and then there's
Yeah.
Obi-Wan. There's an
Yeah,
Obi-Wan
before that.
series.
Yeah.
I know.
Ewan McGregor. That's my guy. My guy. He's an amazing actor.
What is the new Star Wars? I
Ewan
forget.
McGregor. You guys seen Black Hawk Down?
No,
He's in
No.
we're young.
You are.
Are
17.
you calling him old?
I mean, I am 21 now.
I am 17.
I'm not gonna lie. I was just telling Kiki this yesterday. I said, "Yo, I wake up in the middle of the night, like my back hurts. Like I feel fine when I go to bed. I'm like,
You
yo,
know-
my back hurts.
Blame it on the dorm beds.
Honestly,
Blame it on the
my
dorm
dorm
beds.
bed isn't the best. I
Do you
even
have a
put like
mattress topper?
50
Oh.
cushions on it. I have a mattress topper. I have like the quilt thing on top.
Yeah.
Then I have like 20 sheets too. Not really. I think I have 2. But like for some reason my back's been hurting too. I'm 17. What's going on?
And you calling me old?
Well, Miss
Yeah.
Scoliosis.
I am 4. That's kind of crazy. I'm
I'm
4 years.
sad.
I'm 4 years older than you. Or what? Your birthday's gotta be soon, right?
October 11th.
Oh,
Everyone
that's
wish me
crazy.
a happy birthday.
That's awesome.
I'm gonna
Countdown
be
to
finally
peace
legal.
begin.
First place I'm going is after 11 p.m. because I can drive after 11 p.m. I'm going to get a lottery ticket. So that's where I'll be on October 11th at 11:30 at night.
To get a lot.
What?
A lot.
To get a lottery ticket.
Yeah,
you
you
win.
can't get one. I can't get one.
That's right. That's right. Hey.
I mean, it's not like I haven't had one before. I just never got to press the button.
I went to when I turned 21. I went to go get a cigar, and beer, and the guy didn't even card me. It was so anticlimactic.
Aww.
That's
the whole
so
point.
sad. That's actually so sad.
I guess I'll let.
So
I'll-
wait. Is it just the day that you turn 21, or is it like you have to wait a certain time? Like,
They don't know what
say
time
you're
you were
born
born.
at like 4
I'm not even
p.m.
gonna lie. Off the top of my head, I can't even tell you what time I was born.
Me either.
I don't think I've ever heard of anyone asking what time you were born.
It's like down to the minute. They're like, nah, I can't
Yeah.
give you this.
What blood type are you? That's
Shit.
another one I
You
don't
know, with your luck, they would ask you what time. They'd be
Okay.
Are
Now,
you
speaking of
18?
Piper's bad luck, we've seen a lot of dabbing in here tonight. There's been some
Yes.
dabbing, a little dancing. Now, Piper, tell us your dab story. The
So-
volleyball team dabs a lot, but you don't dab as hard as you used to.
Yes. Okay. I used to be an avid dabber. I used to be. So, the day of my 6th grade field trip, I wake up. I'm gonna have a great day. I get to school. We're all ready. We're going to the park and playing some games. I'm ecstatic. Therefore, we are dancing and dabbing and all sorts of things that came out whenever I was in 6th grade. I'm in the back of the classroom. I'm like, yo, guys, I'm gonna dab. And then I didn't actually say that, but I dabbed really hard. Something cracked in my neck. I couldn't move. I was bawling my eyes out, and I was in the office just holding my head up because I didn't know what to do. They took me to the chiropractor, and my chiropractor, Dr. Brian, shout out to Dr. Brian, told me I had acute torticollis. And I still don't know what that means.
But you were bedridden for 2 weeks.
I was Yes, I was in bed for 2 weeks with a neck brace on my neck, and the only relief I got was whenever somebody in my family would pull on my neck super hard up. So I haven't dabbed hard since. It's rough
You're a
because
light
I love
dabber.
dabbing. I like dab now.
Okay,
Good dad.
that's
But
fair. That's fair.
It was really upsetting too, because how embarrassing is that? I've just been now telling my story, like how
You're
many
very
years
brave.
later.
You're very brave to be telling your story.
Oh, I didn't tell them how nobody watched me dab in 6th grade, so they didn't know how it happened. So this is now all just coming out
That's
within
funny.
the past couple years. I'm finally an open book.
Did you see the dude? I forgot what college from in football. He did the leg dab in the end zone.
What?
Oh,
He
You
like
know
jumped
what?
up and
I
did like a
think I
leg
did
dab.
see that.
Yeah, it was kind of fire. No cap. Now, Faith, what's up with the WJ Grandpa shirt here?
So
I mean, if you want to show the cameras, I mean.
So guys, I have on a W&J Grandpa hoodie, and I'm not gonna it sounds like a sad story, but it's okay. So my papa passed away at the beginning of July, and he was like really just a big role model in my life. And for Father's Day, we got my pap and my pap, Washington and Jefferson, grandpa shirts, like t-shirts, and they lived in Florida.
Uh-huh.
And so whenever he had cancer, whenever he started to get really sick, they were starting to come up to Pittsburgh, and he was like, oh my gosh, I'll finally get to wear my shirt to your games now that we're moving back.
Stop it.
And
Man.
then
Oh,
he
man.
did pass away before I got to school, but my Grammy gave me his shirt that we had gotten for him, so I have his grandfather's shirt. It's basically just the same thing. And then on move-in day, we were in the bookstore and they had the grandpa hoodie. So I was like, I need the matching grandpa hoodie to go with my shirt. So,
That's nice.
Got
yeah,
me crying
shout
in
out.
the club.
Pap, I love you still.
Oh.
Oh, that's a great story. Thank you for sharing that. And my final question, a little bit of a happier note for you, Faith, is I saw on your Instagram you were on the Pirates field. What's up with that?
Oh yeah, I saw that too.
How'd
So-
you get that? How's that work?
So my dad's work ticket, like the
Oh.
work season tickets, they just did it was for Fan Appreciation Day,
Okay.
and we got to go on the field for
Shout
season
out,
ticket
shout out
holders.
Mr. Fetsko.
Yeah,
He's not a
seriously.
businessman. He's a businessman.
Yeah, seriously. And so we got to go and you basically lined up on the outfield, and it's actually really funny because the email said doors open at 10
Uh-huh.
and it starts at 10:30, but they never mentioned that doors close at 10:30. So we showed up at 10:40 just thinking we'll just go, it wasn't really a big deal, you know? We were thinking it was going to be open until 11:30 whenever it was supposed to be done. And we were quite literally walking in and they were closing the doors. They were like, "Are you here for this?" And we're like, "Yeah." They were like, "Well, we're closing the doors." But it was cool. We got to meet all the players
That's dope.
and
Oh,
all the
that's
coaches and stuff.
cool.
Yeah, everyone's
dope.
really cool too.
That's awesome. I just went to a Pirates game last night. I love going
Really?
to Pittsburgh. I'm not gonna lie. I'm feeling kind of a Yinzer now.
Mhm.
4,
As
1,
you should.
2.
You know, the Pirates
Are
might
sucking.
lose all the time, but I'm always a Pirates lover.
They're
I'm not even gonna
not
count.
good.
I was there to see
Says.
Albert Pujols hit his 703rd home run, passing Babe Ruth.
Really?
All-time RBI list. It was
Oh,
dope.
was that here?
Yeah, that was yesterday. That was here.
was
That
last
was in
night?
Pittsburgh. Yeah, that was last night.
Oh my god.
No
I
way.
didn't
Yeah.
know that was here. I saw it on Instagram.
Yeah, that was here.
I
Well,
was at the
we're
game
about
for
to hit
his
our-
697th or something.
Really, that's
Yeah.
Well, we're about to hit our 100th loss this season, so that's
dope. Well, hey, one last night. I know I saw that they staved off on her because the Cardinals walked the bases loaded, which was crazy. But yeah, they
So
staved it
funny.
off. Well, this has been a really fun show, and unfortunately, we're at our time, which is 9:26, and all good things must end. So it's time
Aw.
for our final segment of the day. It's time for the Quote of the Day segment. Ladies, I'll turn it over to you.
QOTD. Do you want to go?
QOTD.
I can go first.
Okay, go ahead.
So, as you might have heard earlier, I'm a big fan of The Office, and this was also my senior quote, just because we had to keep it PG and stuff. But so I chose this one, and it is from The Office, Michael Scott. He says, I'm an early bird and a night owl, so I'm wise and I have worms.
That's awesome. I remember that.
And
episode.
I live by that. That's me.
Dope.
That's my
So-
quote. That's all
Okay,
I gotta
awesome.
say.
Mine is, and I did in fact, I had another one, but
Save it
we
for
like-
next time you come on, maybe.
yeah,
Okay.
but we heard this after film at volleyball, and it is take care of the little things and let the big things take care of themselves. And it was just like on our piece of paper, and I turned to Piper and I said, "This is what I'm saying tonight." I was like, "This is such a good quote,"
It moved
and
her.
I like I'm a bit like I really believe that like good things take time and like everything happens for a reason.
Me too.
And like you really need to take advantage of those little things. And that quote is like I saw it and I was like, this is awesome. I was like, this is so
That's
me.
dope. That's dope.
It was
Yeah.
perfect timing.
It
too.
was perfect timing.
Literally right before this.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Those
Wow.
are our quotes.
That's awesome.
do you have a quote, Stu?
Ta-da.
Well, as a matter of fact, I don't always bring one, but actually tonight I do. This one comes from my boy MJ. We were talking at ATO the other night, talking about life. I love all those guys. Shout out to the ATO boys. Him
Which
and Jay.
MJ are you talking about?
MJ, who's in my grade. McKinley Joseph. Yeah, there's a couple guys named MJ.
Yeah, there's a lot of MJs here.
Michael Jordan, Michael Jackson. That's all I
All
know.
right.
Yes, those are people whose initials are MJ. But my boy MJ, we're talking. I'm gonna have him back on the show this season. They came on in season 4, and one quote was real simple, and this is my quote word this week. It's a good day to have a great day.
Yes.
Oh,
And that's how we're
good.
living right now. You feel me? Stop playing.
Love.
Stop messing around. It's only positive vibes on this side, y'all. And y'all,
Yes.
thank you so much for coming on tonight.
Thank
This
you
has
for
been
having
a lot of fun.
us.
You guys definitely gotta come back sometime. Thank you for reaching out, and thank you for an amazing
Should we do our
episode tonight.
handshake for- You want to see our handshake?
Yeah, let's see the
You
handshake.
can
Are you
hear
ready?
it on the radio.
Are you
Okay.
Ready? Down.
Yeah.
And on that note, we're back on Thursday night. Bella Goldman, tennis player, senior captain, and Garrett Apuzzo, junior captain of the swim team, is joining the squad. Make sure you stay tuned. I will be dropping a new Mic'd Up this weekend. Make sure you check that out. I'm not saying what team it is yet. And I got maybe an alumni episode coming this weekend too. But I ain't going to spoil nothing because why would I do that? But until then, everyone have a great night. Remember to live in the present tense.
You are listening to 91.7 FM.